Hello everyone, my name is Inala and I am the creator of A Horse Tale. In this video, my team and I will introduce the characters you saw in Royalty and answer the many questions you had. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for the warm reception you gave Royalty. After a year of working on it on my own, your comments and encouragement sincerely moved me. Royalty is only the teaser for a project called A Horse Tale, a full animated series I've been working on for 2 years now. I can't pinpoint one specific inspiration for it. Just like every artistic creation of mine, it grew from everything I loved as a child and everything that still inspires me to this day. Fantasy novels, animated movies and series, and of course the horses I came across during my life as a writer. I was the only one involved in Royalty because it was the project I presented at the end of my studies. But that won't be the case for the full series, the next step of which will be the production of a full pilot episode. We are currently starting its pre-production, but stay tuned because we'll be updating you regularly. Some of the questions we still need to answer are: how will this pilot be funded? What will its story be like? And of course, who will be working on it? And before you ask, we will indeed be looking for voice actors for the pilot. When the time comes, we'll be posting a video regarding the casting process. Now I think it's time for you to meet the rest of A Horse Tale's crew.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice and I'm the co-writer for A Horse Tale, which we are hoping to release both in French and in English if we find the actors we need. Chances are that I'll also be the main translator, so you know who to yell at if there are localization errors. If I wasn't afraid to appear ancient, I would say that I've known Anala for more than a decade. Instead, I'll just say we've been friends for a while. Long enough, at least, that I've seen A Horse Tale grow from a simple idea into something a lot more serious. I have always loved writing, ever since I was a kid, and Anala was amongst the first to read my stories. She must have liked something in them, because last year she gave me the opportunity to join her in creating the plot and world of AHT. I must admit that having horses as main characters is a first for me, and definitely a challenge, but one I'm all too happy to take on. I'm excited for you to discover what we've been working on. But enough about me. Let me introduce our main duo. Fleur and Jakarta are both mares, but that's about the only thing they have in common. Fleur is a bit younger. She's very soft-spoken, somewhat weak-willed, but her main character trait is her kindness. That's why she's so loved in the herd. Everyone knows you can go to Fleur and she will lend you her ear, without judging. She might not be the bravest, but trust me when I say that she will play a very important role. And then, on the other side, you have Jakarta, abrasive, proud, brash Jakarta, whose personality sends everyone away, which suits her pretty well. She's not a big fan of other horses and has tense relationships with just about everyone but Liz. Where Jack goes, Liz follows. Not really one to let fear overcome her, Jakarta can be too reckless at times, which I'm pretty sure will not facilitate their job. Thanks to the comments on Royalty, we discovered that their quotes reminded you of the characters from the Silver Brumby. To be honest with you, we had never heard about this series. It unfortunately never made its way to us in France, but we are always glad to hear more about horse-centric media. You saw a few other horses as well. I am now going to let my teammates tell you more about them.
Those two will share their journey with no other than Moustique. Hi, I'm Antoine, and in this project I will be in charge of music and sound design. In the past, I worked for several short films as well as podcasts. I have a YouTube channel where I share my music experiences, so if you're interested, feel free to subscribe to my channel, as well as this one, where the pilot of this series will be released. But let's get back to our horses. Moustique is part of the same tribe as Jakarta and Lys, and he will walk the whole journey alongside them. He is as brave as he is loyal, but he's also quite good at comedy. In order to give you an idea, in another universe, he might have been a Weasley, or he might have carried a friend up Mount Doom. So these 3 horses are your typical regular horses, if there is such a thing in a universe such as the one in the Horsetail, but their 4th companion is quite a bit more unusual. Here's Nomad to introduce him.
Heya! I will now tell you a little more about the small, spicy grey horse that is Aquilo, without revealing too much info. Why watch the show if we were to say everything here already, right? Hi, I'm Nomad-Flicker, storyteller, game master, and an animator on the good old Asgore's YouTube. I'm here in the team of Horsetail as a lead storyboard artist, and might even be in charge of a little something animated casting call in the semi-near future. But for now, let's pick Aquilo, who would most definitely get upsetty spaghetti if we were to not talk about his glorious presence enough. Yep, that man, horse, doesn't think himself on the lower part of the pyramid. He's a leader who sees himself pretty much above most of everyone. And it's no spoiler to tell you that if he's trotting along with our heroes, it is mostly for his own benefit. He's a smart boy who somehow always manages to get others to get their hooves dirty instead of doing it himself. There might be something between him and the first character you'll have seen in the royalty video. Good old blasphemy. Following the same ornament trend together, it seems. Can't say much on that for now, but he's not the one behind the colors, if you're wondering. And if blasphemy is connected to the fire element, you probably guessed that Aquilo is closer to the air. And that's pretty much everything we got for now. We're hoping you liked what you saw so far and that you'll stay for more. Thank you all again for the enormous welcome you made to royalty and the universe overall. We'll see you soon. Bye!